Good morning, guys. Welcome to the show. It's Friday. Let's go. All right. Okay, let's get going here. So, man, I wasn't going to do wins and losses today, and then by popular demand, I got it requested, and boy, oh boy, did the Bid and Ask Nation show up. Like 15 minutes before the show, there are so many wins and losses here. The day trading community is just really something. They just absolutely crush it on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to rip off a few. And we have Andrea. He's put in his submission. I don't even see Gianni's yet, so let's see where that goes. But good morning. Somebody asked about the jobs numbers. I didn't even look at the jobs numbers yesterday. I didn't hear anything. I know that we had economic data that came in lower than expected, and I said with that coming in where it did, and then the market soared like they did, I can only take that to mean one thing. I take that to mean that people see that they're not going to start tapering anytime soon if we don't have GDP coming in as expected by the analysts. So they're not going to begin their taper. They're not going to begin their cuts of stimulus. They're not going to begin increasing the interest rates. And frankly, there's a very good possibility that they could start printing more money if jobs don't start coming back. So I think I saw yesterday that 24,000 jobs, there were 24,000 more jobs filled. So, all right, you guys are talking about earnings, so let's see it. AbbVie reported this morning. They are talking right now. Caterpillar reported this morning. That was, I guess inflation is hitting them pretty hard, but it makes sense with everything that they produce. It has to do with commodities and steel and different metals. Exxon was before the bell. So let's see. Anything after the bell notable today? Typically not on Fridays. There's one. There's literally one. Okay. So let's go into next week and just take a quick look. I don't see anything that stands out, but if you're trading any of these, just be careful with it. Ferrari reports on Monday morning. So All right, let's get into it. Of course, we had Robinhood going yesterday, but let's talk about Amazon first. So Amazon got hit pretty hard. What are they down right now? Is it seven? They were down as much as 7% at some point. AMZN. Amazon is down. Yep, Amazon's down 7% right now. So they missed earnings by about $2 billion. And like Paul said yesterday, what's $2 billion amongst friends, especially when you're killing it like this? The problem I have with all these things is they're trying to compare it to COVID numbers, and it just doesn't make sense, but whatever. Amazon Web Services did very well, almost $15 billion in revenue. So let's see here. The company booked its first $100 billion quarter in Q4 of 2020, and they hit that again. So they're just bringing in $100 billion a quarter. They now have over 200 million Prime subscribers. I don't know anybody that doesn't have Prime. Apparently, the kid that went to the space with Jeff Bezos didn't have Amazon Prime and never bought anything on Amazon before, which I think is pretty funny. Here we have analysts express concerns about Amazon's Q3 guidance ahead of Q2 earnings announcement, as consumers go back out into the world again and don't have to rely as heavily on online shopping. The way I see it is people that never did online shopping or did very little and then moved to online shopping probably realized how convenient online shopping is. So now they're going to be they got that base to at least hold. Maybe they don't buy everything there, but they will definitely buy more there. So I think it should be looked at it as from that point of view. The Federal Trade Commission is also reviewing Amazon's planned purchase of legendary Hollywood studio MGM for $8.45 billion to bolster its video offerings and will better compete with Netflix and Disney Plus. So there you have it. I'm not counting Amazon out of anything. All right, let's do Caterpillar and then we'll get into the fun stuff. Caterpillar's earnings beat expectation, but inflation is hurting it. So they have slipped. They're down, I think, about 2% pre-market, and inflation is hurting them. So they had sales of $12.9 billion ahead of forecasts of 12.5. Let's see here. Our dedication, blah, blah, blah. We are encouraged by higher sales and revenues across all regions in the three primary segments, which reflect continued improvement on our end in the markets. Rising commodity prices have been an issue. And right here, this is the most important part. At least demand isn't the problem. So I said it yesterday. Said it the day before. I'll say it again. Caterpillar is one of our employed trader series stocks. I do think that it's going to do very well when this infrastructure deal comes through, as commodity prices start to fall a little bit, as inflation trims down a little bit. Who knows when that's going to be, but it's going to be. I think that Caterpillar will do well. It's an American staple stock, and I don't see it falling out of favor anytime soon. So, guys, smash the like button for me. And now let's go to the fun stuff. What do I want to do first? Let's do Nikola. Nikola's founder was just charged with misleading investors. The stock is dropping. So I guess the stock is down 15%, closed down 15% yesterday. Excuse me, I don't know what it's down today. But the CEO was charged by federal prosecutors for misleading and false statements of the company. He was also charged with wire fraud, etc. So they are down 15% yesterday. Why don't we just take a look right now, because this is entertaining as hell. And frankly, Nikola is disruptive. So, I mean, you're getting a 15% discount. Now you're getting a 17.5% discount from where you were already getting a discount. So theoretically, I think you should be buying the dip here if you really believe in Nikola. I mean, if this is disruptive and the next big thing and hydrogen trucks are the bee's knees, what are you doing? You should be going after this. The company is trying to distance itself. So no, the guy doesn't work there anymore, obviously. The government actions against Mr. Milton are against him individually, but not against the company. So, all right. Milton is being charged with 2 counts of securities fraud and 1 count of wire fraud. Okay, let's go to the really fun story. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. All right, where did I highlight? Prosecutors said that, in fact, the prototypes that had been unveiled didn't function and were Frankenstein monsters cobbled together from parts of other vehicles. At public events, the vehicles were allegedly towed into positions and were powered by plugs leading from a hidden wall socket. In one instance, in which the vehicle was filmed for a promotional video, tape was used to keep the door of the prototype from opening, prosecutors said. To make it appear the truck was driving, it was towed at the top of a hill and then rolled down to the bottom, according to the indictment. Milton has allegedly said that this isn't true. This is literally one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my entire life. I get that you can't power the vehicle, and I get that you got to roll it down a hill and stuff, but you can't figure out a damn door latch. We really had to use tape to keep the door shut. I think you can go to like AutoZone and buy a door latch. Come on, guys. At least don't fraud about your doors. All right. The worst IPO of this size in market history. Robinhood did not have the greatest day yesterday. The highly anticipated initial public offering was priced overnight at $38 a share at the bottom of its expected price range, which was $38 to $42 a share. Before the day was over, it was down 8.4% at $34.82. With this is funny. With a total of about 835.7 million shares outstanding after the IPO, the company ended Thursday's value with just above $29 billion compared with the expectation of a $35 billion IPO valuation when it was set. Now, it's a debate. Should you run into the stock? What should you do? I don't know. That's up to you. This guy from this managing partner firm, he actually said some good stuff. I would be urging investors to stay away. There is an extreme amount of emotion around this stock. It's like what we always say. That's why we say let it cool down. Among the biggest concerns, he believes Robinhood will have to spend a ton on bringing in new users, keep existing users, and to develop new offerings to keep people engaged. So, this is just the best. This is just the best. So here it is. Robinhood, worst IPO debut of its size. So it fell 8.4%. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, if you maybe you should go in your Robinhood account and buy Nikola. That's a dynamic duo of the day. Okay, that's all the news I had today. Meet Kevin wants to buy Nikola. Good. He should sell some of his Tesla and go buy that, so we can lose one way or the other. All right. What's the yield? They're pretty stable. If you want to join our Patreon, what's today's date? The 30th? Yep. So you have today and tomorrow to lock in these current prices, because after that, they're going up. $7 Discord gets you into our Discord, obviously. If you want the software, it's $25 a month. It goes to $26 a month on Sunday. Bid and Ask Nation, trading with me, $69 a month. This goes to $76 a month on Sunday. So if you want to get in, get in. And if you want to do a consult with me one-on-one, somebody did one on Wednesday, and it was very good. He was entering and exiting trades too early, and we just spent basically an hour going over entering and exiting, and I can't wait to see what happens in a week, because he's going to be a better trader. He's a very good trader already. He was just entering and exiting too quickly on day trades. And if you want to do a real estate consult with Paul, basically $2,500 an hour, because it's 4 hours of his time. So that's that. Who cares about Robinhood and Nikola? Talk about Amazon. Well, if you would have showed up on time, you would have seen it. So it's on you, bro, not me. All right. Let's get out of this, and let's do some wins and losses, and then I'll let you guys bring in some stocks. So don't start sending me stocks right now, because I'm not going to scroll up. It's too much. All right, here we go. Wins and losses of the week. Some day trades, some swing trades, couple long-term trades, but this is just the bomb. This is the bomb. All right. Intel, Tim Tom. Actually, this guy's legit. Intel plus 2.5% on a day trade, plus 1% on a Qualcomm day trade. RJ, CLF, Cleveland Cliffs, 6.8% on a day trade and 1.2% on a day trade. And I keep telling you, just get 1% per day. 1% per day. You're just gonna crush it. Here we go. Colin, 16% on CCL. Reed plus 1%. CLF day trade. Nemi plus 8.2% on a BABA swing trade, plus 1% on a Qualcomm day trade. Reed again. Tilray plus 1%. EMPZ, that's his name, kind of like my nickname. Plus 2% on a swing trade of AT&T. Where's Dom? Dom here, plus 14.5% on a CCL trade, plus 2.8% on an Intel trade. K, plus 7% on its Tilray day trade. Here's Tall Geese, this one. So this one's funny. This one he made 28% on AMD. Now, that shows you that you can get extremely lucky on some of these on earnings. Now, he got lucky on earnings because he was long on it, he stayed in it and let it go. Now, that thing can very well bounce in the opposite direction and give you minus 28%. He got lucky. So you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. To be honest with you, I think you're going to lose more often than not. This is a good one. I think this person's name is Who Knew? Plus 4.6% short on crypto. I always say on my charts, I do not care. You can trade whatever you want. All of this is pattern recognition. How do we get out of this? Get out of here. All of this is pattern recognition. You can blank out the stock prices. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. The only time you need to know stock prices is when you pull the trigger, just to know how much you can buy. And I just need you to know the bid and ask difference. That's it. You don't need to know any of this stuff. It's all pattern recognition. My point in saying that is you could very easily go and trade crypto the same way. Are you going to have the same support, resistance, moving average? I don't know how they work, but you can definitely do it. Plus 6% ATVI short. Plus 2% Rocket. That's from Keith and Sam. Visa. Oh, yeah, here's that. I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Visatrol. He's plus 11% on BTBT. Plus 7% on BTBT. Beth, plus 2% DKS swing trade. So, guys, if you want to make money, do it. I've had so many people message me and just say, I already paid for my Patreon thing for the year. I've had people message me and say, I've paid for my Patreon the next 10 years. Here's Frenchie, plus 11%, plus 15% on DHI, plus 24% on Abbott. And I know her Abbott trade was a long-term trade. Cash, ACB, plus 11%, plus 4% on ARC. Where's this one? Where's this one? There's one more I want to tell you here. Day trade. Andrea, plus 1.5% Tesla, 2% JD, 1.5% CLF. Yeah, I mean, come on. Plus 3.5% Tilray. Come on. It works. It works. It's so simple. It's just so damn simple. I've always gone by the saying, keep it simple, stupid. That's all you got to do. People just complicate this and they use this trend line and the Fibonacci lines and this and this and this. You don't need that. You need like 3 things. If you use like 3 things, you're going to do better. All right. Give me some stocks and we'll start ripping through them. Who buys an IPO on opening day? I would buy an IPO on opening day on a 15-minute chart, no problem. If the setup is correct. It's just, all it is just a volatile stock. Let's see what this thing is doing. Oh, it's down another 3%. Well, damn. All right. Oh, yeah, it went IPO in the afternoon, so let's see. Steve Cook, plus 26.9% XBIO. John, should I buy some puts on Hood? I personally only buy puts if I want to own that stock, because if those shares get assigned to me, then yeah, I don't want to be in them. That would suck. I would never want to hold that stock at this point. Maybe someday I'll want to hold Robinhood. I highly doubt it, but maybe. All right, DGX. Let's see DGX. I've been looking at this one for quite some time. And you can see, so let me show you guys. The reason I haven't pulled the trigger here, it's come through the sweet spot very nicely, but I have not had a good engulfing candlestick. We have long wicks here, long wicks here, long wicks here. All of these candles up here have wicks. I just can't get a good engulfing candlestick that actually fills out and closes the day at the top of the candle. So that is that's the hard part about DGX. All right, next. You want to do BABA? Let's do BABA. Let's do BABA. All right. Alibaba had a little bit of a day yesterday. I know it's down right now. It's about 190 bucks a share. To me, guys, I think you should let this thing, unless if you're doing this from a trading perspective, swing trade, day trade, not long-term trade. Because you look and just gap, 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 gap. Gaps everywhere. Because the initial news of the day is just crazy reaction. So let this thing get to a point where it has multiple days in a row, like maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions in a row where there's no gaps in between prices. I think that today we're going to get another gap on this. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. What do we got next? No confidence. I don't know what that means. Let's do, how do I set up the stochastic on the left screen? Color. It's a K percent equals 10, D percent equals 3. And if you want my chart setup, it's in the Discord under announcements in the Bid and Ask Nation. All right, KLAC. Let's see. Oh, this is a consolidation like no one's business. So it's just, all it's doing is just consolidating sideways, and it can't break out of that range. And right, I didn't even look at this thing. But if you look over here, it's just stuck right in between 3 of those moving averages, and it can't break above it. So what's it going to take to break above it? One thing, volume. The volume has to be up here over. And look at the past 90 days. This is the past 90 days. You have not touched average volume, which is that yellow line, so many days out of those 90 days. Definitely the majority. So you gotta. That's not something I would be working with right now. All right, Fox.A. Fox.A lady. Mo, those Amazon shirts. Oh, you're talking about, are they Colin, are they next level? I think that's what I told you I think about a month ago. All right. Let's see here. So with Fox A, you're stuck under 3 moving averages that are just gonna crush you. So in my opinion, when this thing gets turned up and it starts getting some movement on it, I think you're going to probably be around this price up here, which you probably don't like to hear, but you're going to be over the 100-day moving average before you can add to this confidently. Even on a swing trade, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go here? You're running into the 25, then the 50, then the 100 right above it. It's just not a lot of good movement for you. All right. Let's see. eBay. I like eBay. Okay, so eBay's just had a nice run. These are very dramatic W formations. Very dramatic. These would scare me. I mean, these snapbacks are crazy, but your trend was perfectly fine. So good job. If you stayed in this the whole time and didn't have any emotion, excellent job. And what do? Add on a new all-time high. If you want to, you could take profits at this point if you would like. I probably would just stick with it and add on new all-time high if I wanted to build my position anymore. Pinterest. Let's see the support we got. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a line right through the middle here. This is my support line. Ah, there we go. And it touched it. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't even look at these moving averages. So you guys could see how over a long period of time, you can just figure out where support and resistance are. I just arbitrarily drew this line, and that's what it was. So you guys will learn how to do that. And then I looked over here and I go, oh, there's the 100-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 200. So when people ask me where's support, where's resistance, there's support, there's resistance. You'll be able to see it, and you'll start. The more experience you get, the better you'll do. There's something you guys can do. Pull up a stock chart like this and just start typing in random ticker symbols. I used to take the 500 stocks in the S&P and I would just go with them. I would just go from A to Z down the list and just practice seeing support, resistance. Like I would draw a line, go to the next stock, draw a line, go to the next stock, draw a line. I do that every single morning, 500 times every single day. It just becomes second nature to you. So let's get into this one. So right now you're definitely facing resistance. So if you want to short this, I would not short this until you broke below the 200-day moving average. And I hope that you thought about that, whoever asked that question, because that is very important. And the only way you're going to break that 200-day moving average is a ton of volume. Remember, hedge funds make their decisions on stocks based on moving averages, especially the 100-day moving average. Quant funds make their decisions based on moving averages. So you need to be very aware of those. Be very aware of those. Pins is dropping because of earnings. All right. All right. Let's see. Where are we? KL looks interesting. What's KL? Kirtland Lakes Gold. All right. So you have good volume coming in. You close the day above the 50. I like that. What do we got up here? Okay. What do we got here? Okay. So you have a 50%er. So this is a 1-year chart. Here's your high, here's your low, and here's your resistance point in the middle. And this is a 50% stock. So those of you that don't know, this is a 50% rule stock. And 50% means you have your high, your all-time high or your annual high, and then you have a low, and then you draw a line straight through the middle at a 50% line, and that is the resistance point that it has trouble breaking through. So this stock broke down, tried to get back up, fell. Tried to break through that 50% area, fell right back down. So it's going to make a third shot at it. The likelihood of it breaking through is not high. But you can run it up to that 50% rule. Just get it to $45 and take profits there. Just know that there's an extremely high likelihood that this thing pulls back on you. So if you go, you can start going, like I said, go through and find 50% rule stocks, pull up the 500 stocks from the S&P and just start rolling through them. And you will go that way. All right, let's do AMD because I know AMD is going cray-cray. Yeah, so if you were in AMD, and this is for future reference, if you were in AMD and you got up here one day, random spike on earnings like that, take your profits, be happy. You got lucky because this thing is not going to stay up there. There's no chance. Why don't we go and look at the day trading chart on AMD because I know that people made a lot of money here. Actually, during my session with Ryan, we did it on this day. I think that he decided to day trade this because he was asking me right here. He said, this candle, this was in the middle of our session. He said, should I add here? I said, absolutely. You're above 80%. Your volume is definitely increasing. You have great engulfing candlestick. You basically took out the morning fall, and then you could just ride this thing all the way up. You would have exited here probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And even then, the volume wasn't decelerating. It just, people were taking their profits. So yesterday, same thing. Great run up. But if you see something like this, where you get incredible movement to the top side, it's on earnings, that's unwarranted. Take your profits, guys. Put them in your pocket and move on. Don't try to get greedy. Alrighty. All right. Okay, I'll do BABA one more time. Let's see. Alibaba. Let's first see what Alibaba's doing now. BABA is down to $190.50. So, like I said earlier, with BABA, look how many. Let's go here. Nah, that's probably too much. Let's go here. So this is basically when the China nonsense, all this censor regulation, this and that coming out of our White House and their Communist Party. You have gaps. Like, look at all these gaps all over. Gap. Just gaps every single day. There's a gap. So when you have something like this, you cannot go long term on this because you don't know what's going to happen. We bought this thing for a value perspective back down here. Had a good run up over $200, and now it's coming right back down. It's going to open the day right here. So again, that's going to be another gap because this is yesterday. It's going to gap down here, and it's going to start the day right here. So just be careful with BABA. If you want to swing it, even be careful. To me, I would day trade it or play a value play on it. Okay, Facebook. Let's see what we got. So Facebook hit all-time highs and it's rolling down. This is very interesting and telling because Facebook has led the market up. Why is this changing? What is the NASDAQ doing right now? Is the NASDAQ getting smoked? I have to believe yes. Down 1.15%. Okay, makes sense. I'm not too worried about it then, because the NASDAQ will be up 14.45% on Monday morning, because the plunger team is going to come in and buy futures like nobody's business, because God forbid a stock market pulls back a little bit. All right, so with Facebook, you can absolutely short this, but I would start a very small position. And when I say very small, I mean very small, because I can see this thing just moving right up here on Monday morning or Tuesday morning or what have you. But it is a short, that's for sure. All right, space. Isn't this supposed to, didn't they just go to the moon? Shouldn't they be like way up here? Because, okay. Well, space is just sitting right at its 100-day and 200-day moving average. Look at that. And goodness gracious, look at the volume. They basically went from having over 100 million trades per day to what? What did they have yesterday? 10 million trades yesterday, from 136 million, 69 million, 19 million, 20 million, 10 million. Come on, this is a joke. Momo. Why does everybody want Momo? Is it because I put it on my watch list yesterday? So I did find a problem with Momo. The reason that I liked Momo back, I remember I liked Momo in here. The reason I liked it, and I know it's Chinese, is because I liked it here because I remember seeing this beautiful run up through the sweet spot, good volume that was coming in, etc. Then I took a peek over here and I noticed that it was running right through all of its major moving averages. So I have the same problem here. You're at $12.67. If this thing comes up here to like another dollar, you're running into all these moving averages again. So I'm going to take it off my watch list. I didn't look too closely yesterday. Yeah. Frenchie, what did you just say? SoFi? What is SoFi? I see commercials for this, right? Are they like a phone company? I don't know. Oh, look how new this is. They just barely crossed into 25-day moving average. Guys, I say it every morning. I'll say it again. A trade like this, a chart is like a book. You need to have the whole book. This is basically 40 days of a book. I can't do anything with that. If you want to do a day trade on it, absolutely. But other than that, no. Okay, the market's open. Yeah, I will do one more stock, and then I'm going to scoot out of here. And I am going to play some golf by myself because none of my friends will play with me. So that's depressing. Let's see here. CSX. I know they reported this morning, I think, and everybody is talking about it. Give me another one. All right, I'll do CSX while I wait. I'll do two more. Oh no, CSX didn't report this morning. It was that was some other oil. All right. So with CSX, it's no surprise that they're just stuck right here, and they're stuck below their 50-day and 100-day moving average. So with this, I mean, you really, I wouldn't touch this thing until you get above the 100-day moving average. So I don't want to do Intel. Abbott, my baby Abbott is opening nicely. Vici, all right, Kenny, you got it. You win. Kenny always picks pretty good stocks. Let's see if he kept it going. VICI, right? VICI. All right. Well, Kenny, I don't know what you see with this one, but because this thing really can't choose a direction. Yes, it's in a downtrend-ish, but even so, you're going to hit about $30 resistance. $30.40 resistance, and there's your 100-day moving average. So if you break through and get down to like $30.25, I think you'll have a great run down to $28 on the moving average. But you got to let that happen first, and you need selling volume to make that happen. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. I will talk to you on Monday. And if you're in the Bid and Ask Nation, I'll talk to you this weekend. You guys have a good one. See ya.